Start. There does not appear to be any reason to confine the operation of Section 68 of the Act as was done by the High Court, merely because the expression punished is used. It does not mean that it is confined to a prosecution under Section 56 of the Act, since the element that attracts the imposition of penalty and the prosecution is the same, namely the contravention of any of the provisions of the Act. Moreover, there is nothing in the Act which confines the expression punished only to a punishment. For a criminal prosecution, as an important of a penalty can also be punishment. The second part of the reasoning appears to be self-contradictory. If a person includes a company, there is no reason to confine Section 68 to a prosecution only, because the company as a person is liable to be proceeded against under Section 50 and Section 56 of the Act. Though in a criminal prosecution the punishment by way of imprisonment can be imposed only on the officer or officers of the company referred to in Section 68 of the Act. Section 68 only indicates the matter in which a contravention by a company can be dealt with, and it does not show that it is confined and its operation only to prosecutions against a company. It is general provision relating to a contravening company which is to be proceeded against, whether it is under Section 50 or under Section 56 of the Act. The fact that a fine alone can be imposed on a company in a prosecution under Section 56 of the Act cannot enable us to confine the operation of Section 68 to criminal prosecutions alone under the Act. We see no reason to whittle the scope of Section 68 of the Act. It is true that the entire penalty that may be imposed on adjudication is capable being recovered from the company. It is, but that does not mean that it cannot be recovered from the officer in charge of the company or those who connived at or were instrumental in the contravention of the provisions of the Act by the company once the ingredient of the offence is contravention of the provisions of the Act and the consequence following from the contravention is to make that person, including a company, liable for penalty as well as for prosecution. Thank you.